In this video we're going to look at how to divide fractions. So let's do 4/15 divided by 1/3. Now if you've watched the other video on multiplying fractions, you saw that we can just multiply across. Well, since multiplication and division are related, it turns out we can do the same thing. So 4 divided by 1 is 4, and 15 divided by 3 is 5. And so our answer is 4/5. However, I have to caution you on using this technique, because while it does work, it's easy to make a mistake. For example, if we do 1/15 divided by 4/3, you might be tempted to think that we can go ahead and get the same answer. But the problem here is whereas the denominator, 15 divided by 3, will be 5, 1 split up into 4 groups is not 4. Instead, it'd be 1/4. And this is called a complex fraction and is generally not considered an acceptable answer. So with problems like this, we run into a little bit of an issue that we need to overcome. Now let's look at that problem one more time. 1/15 divided by 4/3. In order to solve this, we're going to change this division problem into a multiplication problem. But the reality of mathematics is that it's a big balancing act. So if I change my divide into multiply, I'm going to need to change something else to balance it out. And as it turns out, it's this last part of the fraction that we're going to change. So the first fraction, 1/15, will always stay the same. And then I'm going to replace divide by 4/3 with times the reciprocal of 4/3. In other words, just take 4/3 and flip it over. So 3/4. And now we're ready to multiply. So multiplication is nice and simple. We multiply across the numerator and the denominator. So 1 times 3 is 3, and 15 times 4 is 60. And as always, since we're dealing with fractions, we need to look and see if we can reduce this. Well, obviously 3 goes into both of these, and so my final answer will be 1/20. The downside to this method is that it's a little bit longer and a little bit more complicated than our first method. However, the upside is it always works. So let's do one more example. We'll do 2/3 divided by 4/7. So just like before, my first fraction is going to stay the same. So 2/3 is still 2/3. But then divided by 4/7 will be changed to times the reciprocal of 4/7, so 7/4. And now we're ready to multiply. So 2 times 7 is 14 over 3 times 4 is 12. Now I need to see if I can simplify, and I can. 2 goes into both of these, so then this becomes 7/6. And then finally, to finish it off, I also need to think about Thanksgiving. If I have 7 slices of pie, and it takes 6 slices to make a full pie, then I can make 1 full pie with 1 slice left over. So 1 1/6. And that's how we divide fractions.